Welcome back. Chandrayaan-2 is just a step away from that historic landing on the unexplored southern pole of the moon in about 5 days from now. The countdown definitely has begun. Vikram lander has been successfully separated from Chandrayaan-2 along with Pragyaan rover. It will now continue its downward journey to land on the moon on 7 September. Following this, there will be 2 deorbit maneuvers of Vikram lander to prepare for its landing after that 6-wheel. Praygyaan rover housed within the lander will roll out of it and touch the moon's ground. The rover has images of tricolor and Isro logo embossed on it. The rover will be taking lunar images and will conduct elemental composition of the moon, mineral mapping, look for water ice. Prime Minister Modi is going to be watching this historic landing live from Bengaluru on September 7th. As Chandrayaan-2 is just a step closer to land on the moon, ISRO Chief K. Sivan spoke to India Today. Listen in.
Sir, how did the separation happen? Was it successful, sir? And how was the celebration in ISRO Center?
No, it is successful. It is executed very flawlessly. The excellent maneuver, the event happened.
Okay.
And all the systems performance was normal.
Okay. So, and how long was the explosion, sir, for it to separation to happen?
That is happening within a second. It will happen everything.
Within seconds.
Yes, sir.
So, and has the descent started for the lander already, or is it still in the orbit, sir?
Which one?
The lander, has the descent started?
No, descent will come only on the 7th morning.
On the 7th morning.
Now they are in the same orbit. Both lander and Vikram. Lander and orbiter both are in the same orbit.
Okay. So one final question, sir. What is the distance between the orbiter and the lander as of now?
That will continuously increase. We cannot. It's not a constant.
Okay. 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 So and the atmosphere, the ISRO, are they all celebrating, sir?
Yes, we are celebrating.
Fine, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nolan is now joining us live for the latest on this. Nolan, the countdown has begun. It's very, very exciting. It's just about 5 days to go now for that historic moment to take place. And of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi going to be there in Bengaluru to witness this historic landing as well, Nolan.
Well, everyone's waiting for what's going to happen on the 7th of September. Everyone knows now because ISRO has told us that in early hours of the 7th of September, the lander will land on the surface of the moon. But today was a very, very important day. We heard what ISRO or ISRO chairman over there had to tell my colleague. He says that the atmosphere over there, now everyone's happy. They are also content as of now that the separation of the orbiter and the lander has taken place successfully. They told us, in fact, yesterday that after the last and 5th and final maneuver of the entire module as a whole, that between 12:45 and 1:45 is when this separation will take place. 1:15 is the time this took place. And he also explains what really happened. He says that the orbiter and the lander are held with a clamp and 2 bolts. There was a minor explosion, about 50 milliseconds, and that is when it took place. As of now, he says that both the orbiter as well as the lander are on the same orbit. But tomorrow morning, between 8:45 and 9:45 is the time that ISRO tells us that the first deorbit maneuver will take place of the lander. The orbiter will continue to be in its same orbit. There's another team looking into its functioning. But for the lander, tomorrow morning there would be 1 deorbit maneuver. Thereafter there will be another deorbit maneuver. And then we wait for the 7th. Now, good news for everyone is that Prime Minister Modi will be right here in our city, in Bengaluru. Furthermore, 60 to 80 children from across the nation
Absolutely,
are also coming over here.
It's going to be a very big moment, Nolan. We've got breaking news coming.